sitting outside, end of the day, trying to make sense of the last 24 hours. Creating moments with Mike to be sort of an inspiration, shot in the arm, to help stimulate the mind and create an atmosphere of hope. And I had a hard time today coming up with a message. After listening to the news on the 19 children were killed in Uvalde and the 2 teachers, and the senselessness of that, trying to understand and make sense of why, which is what we try to do when we're trying to process trauma. And I spend a lot of time talking about emotional intelligence. How in the world do you practice emotional intelligence with the unfairness, the sense of loss, the travesty? How do you process it? It's a struggle for me today. And then I started thinking about, I guess it's been 5 years ago, whenever I lost somebody unexpectedly who was a dear, dear friend. His name was Vernon. Died very unexpectedly. And we all went to this place of trying to understand why. And got news for you, we never did come up with the answer. Because it didn't make sense for us why Vernon would be taken from us when he was such a force of nature. Vernon had this way of dealing with life in a very special way. When he would interact with you, he lived this life just kind of reaching out with his hands to help people. He was a helper. He couldn't do enough to help people. The way he would look at you with intensity and with this huge grin on his face, that would just lighten you up, no matter what you were dealing with. He would focus his ears on you because he wanted to hear something going on in your life that he could help you celebrate, even little things. He used his mouth to speak words of affirmation, never knocking anybody down or putting somebody down. He approached people, no matter what his situation was, no matter what his circumstance were, by reaching out, and he led with his heart. And so I decided that today, more than anything else, I needed to just share just a little piece of Vernon with you. That in the time of difficulty, in time of strife, we have a tendency to go inside as opposed to reach out. And maybe right now that's what we all need to be doing. To process this is to find some way to reach out to people, to reach out to somebody that's put in your path, maybe in your home, maybe at your work, maybe a complete stranger that you run into. To reach out with your hands, to reach out with your ears to listen, to reach out to make sure that you're looking and making that person feel of value, speaking words of praise, of affirmation, of lifting somebody up, trying to put a smile on somebody's face, to approach your interaction in business, but lead with your heart, so that people see how much you care. That's what's needed right now. We need to show people how much we care about them so they feel a sense of value. There was an expression a couple years back that was, be like Mike. Well, I got a better challenge for you. Go be like Vernon. Go be extraordinary.